Hello, this is Adol. Welcome to the video lecture series on the course of Design of Steel Structure. In the previous video, we started the problem related to the welded connection in the tension member. So in this video also, we are going to see the problem that is related to the uh, welded connection in the tension member. Let's go to the problem. The question states that design a single angle section for a tension member of a roof truss to carry a pull of 120 kilonewton. The member is subjected to possible reversal of stress due to the action of wind. The length of the member from center to center of intersection is 3 meter. Take yield stress from steel 260 Newton per mm². So the diagram shows how the angle section is connected to the gasketed plate and how the welding is done. So from the diagram, we are getting LW1 is greater than the LW2. But in the question, we don't have which section we are going to use. So first we have to find the which section we are going to use. Solution. First we are going to find the which section we are going to use. For that we know Fy is given in the question, that is 260 Newton per mm², and we have load of 120 kilonewton. So we can find the area of the net required. We find the area of the net required from steel table. We can take any one angle from the steel table. From the once we find the area of the net. So how we can? So P is equal to area of the net into sigma AT. So area of the net is equal to P divided by sigma AT. So P is 120 into 10 to the power 3 by 0.6 into 260. So it comes as 769.23 mm². So for this, we have to assume one angle section from the steel table. So mostly we will assume the angle sections area should be greater than the A net. So by this we are assuming ISA 90 by 60 by 6 mm unequal angle we are assuming, and the connected leg is longer leg. Connected leg is longer leg, that is 90 mm is connected to the gasketed plate. So once we choose this section, so 90 mm is connected member, 60 mm is an outstanding member, and we have the center to gravity distance of 28.7 mm. So now we have to find the net effective area. This net effective area for the ISA 90 by 60 by 6 should be greater than or equal to the what we found earlier, that is area of the net required. So how we can find the area of the net? We know it is a single angle, so A1 plus K1 A2. K1 is equal to 3 A1 by 3a1 plus a2. a1 is equal to x minus d minus t by 2 into t, where d is the diameter of the rivet wall. But in the fillet section, we don't use weld section, we don't use any rivet. So the diameter is equal to 0. So your a1 will become x minus t by 2 into t. So x is 90 minus t is 6 by 2 into 6. We will get as 522 mm square. This is a1. Then what is the a2? That is y minus t by 2 into t. Means y is 60 minus t is 6 by 2 into 6. So we will get 342 mm square. This is a2. So we know a1 and a2. Then we can find the k1. That is 3 into a1 is 522. To again 3 into a1 plus a2, that is 342. So we will get the k1 value as 0.82. So we know a1, a2 and k1. So we can find the net effective area. So area of the net area is equal to a1, that is 522, plus what is the k1 value? 0.82 into a2 value is 342. So it comes as 802.44 mm square. So this area net is greater than our 769.23 mm square. So our assumed ISA 90 by 60 by 6 mm is correct. Otherwise, if it is lesser, we have to reassign our we have to reassign the section and find out the area of the net. So our assumption is correct. So then what is the tensile strength of an angle type? PT is equal to area net is 802.44 into what is the sigma 80? 156. So it comes as 125.18 into 10 to the power 3 Newton, or 125.18 kilonewton. So this is greater than the load applied on the plate, that is 120 kilonewton. So assumed section is safe. Assumed section is safe. Then we have to check the slenderness ratio. So whether the slenderness ratio is all right, or we have to change it. So from the question, we know the unsupported length is 3.0 meter, and the R minimum from the steel table, it is 12.8 mm. 12.8 mm. So the lambda is equal to L by R minimum. I'll get the R minimum value from the steel table. So that is 3000 divided by 12.8. It is coming as 334.38. So lambda is equal to 234.38. So but in our question, it states that the member is subjected to possible reversal of stress due to action of wind. That means for that condition, our permissible lambda is equal to 350. So our slenderness ratio lambda is less than or equal to 350. So here it is less than 350. Hence our section is, all right in slenderness ratio. So once our section is safe and is all right in the slenderness ratio, then we go for a design of fillet weld. Design of fillet weld. So first we assume our permissible stress tau Vf is equal to 108 Newton per mm square. So in the question, they didn't give us the size and we have to find the LW. So size, how we can assume S minimum from the thickness ISA 90 by 60 by 6 mm. So from 6 mm we will find the S minimum, that is 3 mm. It is lies between 0 to 10. So our minimum thickness is 3 mm. And what is the maximum thickness? The section angle section is not a square, it is a round angle. So X max is equal to 3 by 4 of T, that is 3 by 4 into 6. It will come as 4.5 mm. So between 3 to 4.5 mm, we have to assume, we have to adopt the thickness, size of the fillet weld. So we are adopting the minimum size of the fillet weld S is equal to 3 mm. We are assuming S is equal to 3 mm. So once the size is find out, we can find the effective throat thickness is equal to K into S, 0.707 into 3. So it will come as 2.12 mm. 2.12 mm. Next, we have to find the LW. So how we can find the LW? So in the question it is given the load on the angle. So if we equate load on the angle is equal to strength of the fillet weld, then load of the angle is 120 kilonewton into LW into TT into tau Vf. So LW is equal to 120 into 10 to the power 3 divided by what is effective throat thickness, 2.12 into 108. So our LW value is equal to 524.12 mm. This is the LW value. But in the question, we know the weld connections are not same. LW2, this is LW1, both are not in same length. LW1 is greater than LW2. So we cannot divide it by 2 and we'll take off from that side off for LW1 side. So LW1 plus LW2 is equal to 524.12 mm. We have to find the LW1 and the LW2. So how we can find the LW1 and the LW2? So from the diagram, we know a load 120 kilonewton is acting on the plate at a center of center of gravity lies at 28.7 mm, and this distance is 90 mm. So we are taking moment on the top edge of an angle. So if we are taking moment at the top edge of an angle. So taking moment of load and strength of weld length on top of an angle. So if we take at the top of the angle, load at the distance at LW1 into distance is 0, and if this load is acting in this direction means, and we will have a reaction moment will from here. So this moment LW2 is acting clockwise. So we will have plus sign PD LW2 at the distance of 90 is minus. This load will act as a anti-clockwise. LW2 is act as a clockwise, and 120 kilonewton will act as an anti-clockwise. So minus 120 into 10 to the power 3 into distance 28.7 is equal to 0. So this will automatically 0. So this term will come as LW2 into TT into tau Vf into 90 is equal to 120 into 10 to the power 3 into 28.7. LW2 is equal to 120 into 10 to the power 3 into 28.7 by effective throat thickness into tau Vf into distance 90. So if you substitute every value here, effective throat thickness value is, we found out as 2.12 into 108 into 90. So it will come as LW2 is equal to 167.13 mm and L1 is equal to 524.12 minus 167.13 is equal to 356.99 mm. So we found the L1 and L2. So this is the solution for the problem. So in this video we covered the problems related to the welded connection in the tension member. So by this we completed our unit number 3. Thank you.